you know, we got ecological catastrophe and nuclear catastrophe impending, let alone the economic and moral and spiritual and political catastrophes that we're dealing with. And the elites tend to be not just unaccountable, but more and more they are extensions of big banks and big corporations under highly financialized monopoly capitalist civilization. And we see it in the schools, the privatizing, the pushing out of public spiritedness, pushing out of arts programs. You know, you see it in workplace where profits breaking records, but wages are stagnating. And we can go on and on. You see it in universities, I mentioned before, tied more and more to contracts and big money and outcome analysis in terms of who can produce knowledge that pays. Now, Edward Said turns over in his grave. You talk about knowledge that pays. How do you put a price on critical consciousness? How do you put a price on dignity? How do you put a price on integrity and honesty? They're priceless. But yet we in our market-driven world, looking for the short-term outcome. How Diane Ravitch puts it well when she says rich kids get taught and poor kids get tested. Because for the well-to-do, they still have time for the arts programs and so forth and so on. When it comes to our precious poor and working class kids, test, test, teachers, test, test. Charter, big money, and that threefold response of the neoliberals, which is always to financialize, privatize, militarize. Got a problem? Financialize, privatize, militarize. We'll take care of it. And what gets left out? Democracy, humanity, publicness. And that's the dominant tendencies of our day. So when you talk about elites lead, the masses bleed, that's a certain way of trying to unpack some of that. And that's what's so very, very important, it seems to me.